Good morning and welcome to worship, whether you are with us in person in the building right now, various places in the building. I would remind you that we have a permission-giving policy when it comes to having to get up and move around a bit. Certainly the babies have no problem with that. William's already done a few laps of the center aisle. But if you find it's hard sitting on a wooden pew, you can get up and head to the narthex and walk around if you want. There's really comfy couches in the parlor, and the worship is live streamed in our parlor as well as downstairs. So please feel free to move around if you need to, with my blessing and permission. I'm starting with some really, really sad news today, so just brace yourself for that. The sympathy, love, and prayers of the congregation are extended to Dave and Sandy Newton, and to their daughter, Lindsay, and her partner, Ed. Lindsay was due in early October, but delivered last week, and unfortunately, the baby girl didn't make it. Her name is Rosalie Louise. And so our hearts are absolutely shattered, and we lift them up in prayer and lament for the Newton family at this time. And the sympathy, love, and prayers of the congregation are also extended to George Farrow, who is with us today, on the passing of his brother Milt, who passed fully into God's glory this past Friday. A celebration for Milt's long life will be held at Evangel Pentecostal Church on Saturday morning, I believe at 11, you said, George. And so our prayers are with you as well and your family. There are also congratulations in order. I know Lynn has pictures in her slide deck coming up. Fraser and Joanna Sinclair became grandparents recently, and so I know you're going to show pictures and tell us that story in a minute. The memorial flowers this morning, I think Rachel's got a picture of them. There they are, they're gorgeous. The memorial flowers today are placed by Sue and Gary McBay in memory of their parents. During their lives, Jim and Mary Reed and Howard and Mary McBay chose music and gardening to be their ministries for their respective churches. They also instilled in their begats the joy that comes from helping others and always adding the spice of humor to all you do. Remembering them continues to be the sweetest of memories for all of their families. Thank you, Sue, and your team for continuing your mother's legacy of care for the gardens at the front and around the church. I know that for you, it is a labor of love and a ministry, and so we are grateful to you, Sue. Thank you, and those who help you. October is our month, Knox's month, for the Adopt a Shelf program at Kerr Street Mission. So we are collecting 1 kilogram bags of flour, I think rice as well, it never hurts, dry cereal and oatmeal. We're going to collect it here at Knox and then bring it over. Donations can be left in a bin in the Macmillan Hall, or you can drop them off at the main office. If you need help coming, if you need someone to come pick up your donation for you, rather than making the trek out with something heavy, just call the office and Steph or Will or even Connie will be sure to arrange something to help you out with that. Thank you in advance for your generosity. This Thursday is Orange Shirt Day, and Christine and Gladys want to know if they get the prize, but the McBays have oranges. A few of you have got your orange on today, so well done. Well done. Yes, many in the choir as well, and the balcony, so well done. If you haven't got an orange shirt yet, it's Thursday is Orange Shirt Day, so you've got a few days now. This is your heads up. Orange Shirt Day is a day of remembering the atrocities of the residential school system in Canada. And there are resources available online as well as through the Presbyterian Church in Canada, and I'm going to make those resources available here in person, in print, but also we'll have them on our website and our social media so you can read about them. As a reminder, the Presbyterian Church in Canada did play a role in running residential schools in Canada, and so it's important for us to continue to pursue the work of learning and reconciliation. This is also the last week for Steph's contract as administrator. So please take time to give her your love and gratitude for covering in the office and beyond while Connie was on maternity leave. And Steph had started worshiping with us, but she is at home. Her daughter's unwell. So give her a ring this week or send her an email or a card and thank her for her ministry. Next Sunday is World Communion, so if you're not going to be in the sanctuary for worship, please make sure you prepare yourself some elements to use at home. You can use bread and juice, you can use, a scone or a scone, depending on where you're from, and a glass of something neat. I don't know. There's tea, that's fine. But you're going to want to participate from home with us who are worshiping in the sanctuary. And today, my last announcement, today is Presbyterian Sharing Sunday, and so I've included a video I'd like to share with you that sort of explains what that is. Because we've been apart from each other for a few years, we might not remember what it means to be the Presbyterian Church in Canada, or maybe you're new to Knox or new to Presbyterianism, and you think that maybe it's just this building. Well, it's not. We're part of something that covers Canada coast to coast, and we partner with mission and ministry around the globe. So Presbyterian Sharing is one of those branches, and we have a little video to show you now.
Jesus said, "I am the vine, you are the branches." When God's people work together, small actions have the potential to grow into something bigger than we can imagine. We are the Presbyterian Church in Canada. We worship in over 800 communities and partner in ministry in over 31 countries, sharing God's love across Canada and throughout the world. Presbyterians Sharing funds the overall mission and ministry we do together. Presbyterian World Service and Development is our international development and relief agency. Together, we live out the gospel message in word and action. Empowered by the Spirit, we revitalize churches and support innovative worship. We empower young people to grow in their faith and prepare leaders to serve the church. We help congregations sponsor refugees and care for displaced people around the world. We provide relief in emergencies and promote access to food, education, and health care for all. We care for God's creation and advocate for human rights. We walk with Indigenous peoples on a journey of healing and reconciliation. We work with international partners in leadership development, Christian education, and evangelism. The ministry of Christ through the Presbyterian Church in Canada is alive and growing. We are called to love and serve one another. Together, we are making a difference. Together, we are the Presbyterian Church in Canada.